Hi there, I'm Edward and welcome back to Stairways to Lanakila. So after the reset of the ladder this Tuesday after the maintenance of the Pokemon Global Link, we have the new teams here. So with a new ladder, a new teams. So this new team comes from Japan, from the very talented ladder player Suica. He has dual duck teams, but looking at this team will make you curious that there's nothing so special about it, but indeed it has a lot of best of one elements, surprising elements inside. So you have to watch the forthcoming episodes here, and I will explain it further. So if you have interest on using this teams, of course, I would put a full teams in the paste bin below, so you can just use it as a reference, and you can try it yourself. So my opponent is having a hell teams. My opponent Y is from Japan. A hell teams with four ice types here as well. That's very rare. And there's a Ninetales, Sandslash, and Lapras, Arcanine, Tapu Koko, and the Vanillas here. Wow, that's super interesting. So the two, I guess, the two hero user won't affect my calipers from starting the rain, I guess. So I could bring my Garchomp here. Garchomp is quite good against most of his two of his non-ice type Pokemons here, but I can still take that. And then Steel's of course one of my pick here. And should I use the Gold Duck or the Tapu Kokos here? Yeah, I'll stick with the Kokos here. So Weather Wars kicking off this teams. So if you if as usual, if you like this videos and find this entertaining, please feel free to show support by giving a like below, and of course your comments is also appreciated. So my opponent is bringing the Lapras and the Venus here. So Person, Garchomp from my side. So the Drizzle comes out first. So what does that mean? That means that there's no warning comes out after the the rains. So it's a slow Vanillus, and the Lapras here, and kind of in troubles here because you can just freeze dry onto my Pelipus instantly. But anyway, we just set up the Tailwinds here. And Rock Slide, Earthquake. Yeah, Earthquake can ensure the damage. Yeah, we'll try the Rock Slide here. So any flinching would be nice to me. So Rock Slide connects, dealing a lot of damage on both of his Ice type Pokemons here. Oh, it's a critical on Lapras. So the Tailwind is successfully set up here. We see something else. Oh, the Venus is flinch. Freeze Strike comes out onto the Pelipper. It should be able to knock out my Pelipper. On the other hand, because the Focus Sash is also broken by the hell, so my Pelipper goes. Oh wait. So it's no choice but to pick up my Celesteela here. So Celesteela comes out, is sitting in quite a comfortable positions here. So I could just continue to Rock Slide, and I can choose either to knock out the Venus or the Lapras here. I guess either of them are quite threatening to Garchomp, because any Blizzard can knock out my Garchomps. So why don't you have Spread Move here? Yeah, I have Spread Move here. So I may try to use an Earthquake and the Rock Slide. So 2 Spread Moves here, but the opponent's Lapras is going to protect anyway. So rock slide comes out, and it connects. So an earthquake's also coming out, and fortunately with the Guardian won't take a lot of hits from this earthquakes here, but knocking out the Venice can ensure that I can have one base boost, which is an attack base boost, which is definitely good. So he can switch in his Tapu Koko at this moment. So but his Ninetales coming out. So right, Ninetales is... yeah, Ninetales is faster than my Stairways, so my Garchomps can still deal one single damage onto the Ninetales if it's not going to flinch it. So I guess should I stick to the play last turn? I'm not sure about, but Earthquake should be able to knock out Ninetales if the Rock Slide connects. So I can gain another boost, but we do see another protect from the Ninetales. So Rock Slide connects here. Alright, so the Earthquake would be going singly onto my Garchomps, and there's a booster one, so never mind. Booster one, is it even knock this off? Nope. So my still knocks off my Garchomps, so it can still gain a boost anyway. Ironically. So Tapu Koko comes out here. So that's the last turns of my... yeah, need to ensure that... yeah, there's the last turn of my Tailwinds. He don't know that my Simple-Stella is an Exhaust Vest. I can take one hit. I guess I can take one single hit. No, not really. Just the 80%. I have the chance to take that hit, but it's not secure. Yeah, I just have this onto the Tapu Kokos and use a Rock Slide here. So he's not going to use any move on the Tapu Kokos. So dual protect, not really a good choice for you. So Rock Slide connects, still doing a lot of damage onto the Ninetales here. So the situation becomes quite complicated. If his Tapu Koko is going to use it, Dazzling Gleam is definitely would be knocked out by the Simple-Stella with a single heavy slam. So if it's going to use an attack onto my Simple-Stella, my Garchomp still have the opportunity to use the Rock Slide once again next turn. So heavy slam onto the Tapu Kokos and the Rock Slide Sears. Rock Slide, Rock Slide, Rock Slide, Rock Slide, Rock Slide. Oh, but it missed the Ninetales. That's frustrating. So we do see the Thunderbolts. Yep, it's knocked out. So it comes down to the situations of one to do. So it depends on whether my Tapu Koko can knock out the Ninetales and the Tapu Koko with single hit. Yeah, the Hailstorms can help me because my opponents can use a single target. I guess this is a range that I can knock out with a Dazzling Gleam here. Or use a Dazzling Gleam here. So he can't use Blizzard very comfortably here. We shall see. So his Tapu Koko is neither variants. I'm sure that it's not our range of the Dazzling Gleam. So, but the problem is might be the Ninetales here. So my opponent's Thunderbolt comes out first, and recoil damage here. So it all comes down to whether my Dazzling Gleam can knock out the Ninetales. It does. Oh, thanks to the critical hit. Though I don't really know that whether it can knock it out with or without a hit, critical hit. So that's definitely a good game from our opponents, because using a Lanakila, non-Charlie Scarf Lanakila is quite rare here, and that gave me a false security here. So we can see that a Choice Scarf Garchomp is still doing a lot of good work here. So one of the reasons for choosing Garchomps, though I cannot speak for Suicas alone, but I guess that with the dual duck, one of the most dominant intimidators, the Arcanines, would be scared away easily here. So I guess that's the way the Garchomp works here. So my opponents, coming from New York, that is using a dual Tapu team with Tapu Koko, Tapu Bulu's, Mark, Arcanines, Gastrodon, and also Garchomp. So I will stick to what's my plans, leading with Pelipper's and Garchomps here. Stella still at the back. So the question is, I don't want my Golduck indeed, though it can do a lot of damage onto most of the opponent's Pokemon. So Snorlax, Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko seems to be a decent choice. I think Snorlax can do the final business here. So let's see, will my opponent's Arcanines be scared off? But because it's protected by the Gastrodon, I guess this time not. So here we are, my opponent is bringing the Tapu Koko and Mud, which is definitely a good news for me. So he doesn't know that my Garchomp is a Choice Scarf variant. So a single Choice Scarf, if his Tapu Koko is not a Focus Sash, I can knock it out with a single blow. And doing a lot of damage onto the map also. So setting up Tailwinds, and of course everyone's favorite, Earthquake. So Suica's Garchomp is indeed heavily invested in special defense, so it can take the attacks from, yeah, we do see the Gastrodon switching here. So an Earthquake comes out. Is it able to knock out the Tapu Koko? It doesn't, because it's a Choice Focus Sash once. So will we see a Dazzling Gleams? Alright. So the Tailwinds can ensure that my Pelipper goes faster than the Gastrodons. Not sure about the Gastrodons. Yeah, we use the Hurricanes here. Of course, Earthquakes. So I don't have a choice on Garchomps unless I switch out. So my opponent is protecting his Tapu Kokos here, and the Earthquake comes out. So by investing on the special defense, it can take something like 90 Eagles, Hidden Power Eyes, and the Gracium Sea, Boom Dooms off the litigants. So that's quite decent indeed. So yeah, you can check out the paste bin below, which features the full teams there, and you could check use it as a reference here. So got mods come out. I was just stick towards the play. I was go into the mark and it was still continues my earthquake seas. He might switch out his Tapu Kokos, but his mocks still will take a lot of damage. Yeah, most importantly, can take the Gracium Z boosted. So Arcanine is coming in this very moment, finally. So Arcanine scare away his Arcanine's lead. But still at the back. Wow, there's a critical hit onto the mark. Alright. 2 criticals here in this first episode of the Suica's teams. So the score should be able to knock out the Arcanine's easy ones out of the third ones. So today is a critical date. I guess I should participate in the regionals. So there's no way he can do here because my Garchomp is outspeeding his Tapu Koko. So with this quick match, I guess I can feature one more games here. So this looks to be simple but dedicated best of 1 teams. I hope you really enjoyed it. So usually with a very quick team like this one have a trick room contest. So there are several prominent trick room contests in the current matters. The first one of course is the Snorlax. Snorlax lots of variants. It has the cursed belly drum ones, or yeah, you usually have 2 attacks, the frustration or the returns, or even vacated and high horsepower. So anyway, we shall jump into our third game here. So these are matchups. My opponents have a Tapu Fini, Snorlax, Garchomps, Arcanines, Katanas, and also Raichu. So we shall continue our traditions by leading the Garchomps and Pelipper's with his still at the back. Golduck's like it's quite tempting. Tapu Koko is also quite good, but I will stick towards Tapu Kokos. I don't really like Golduck in this position. It has several walls against it. The Tapu Finis, Snorlax, and also the Katanas, probably. And yeah, Koko, although it might speed up the Raichu of my opponents, I can do a lot of late game damage. So other than Snorlax, there are something like Gigalith can deal with a weather from the Torko's teams, so rock type moves with some coverage move, and also the Wild Guard is very useful. And of course, another one is Smug. So my opponent is leading the Tapu Fini and Raichus here. So, kind of troublesome. I can use a Tailwind and Earthquake immediately. But you can fake out onto my Pelipper's. And then next turn I cannot do Tailwinds. I still can do the Tailwinds because Garchomp had the Earthquake Seed. Let's stick towards the tailwinds and of quick play. Finny might able to knock out my Garchomp is a choice card variant. So take out some sounds from the Pelipper's, but the Earthquake should be able to knock out my opponent's right shields here. So still doing a lot of damage onto the Finnies here. We shall see. Oh! And it's good to know that my Pelipper is faster than my opponent's Tapu Finis. So I bring my Coco. Oh, it's still very troublesome. He can bring in the Katanas at this moment. And the Pelipper can't take a single hit from the Katanas. Yeah, I guess I would bring my Cocos first. I have the options of using a discharge and protect, but he's bringing Snorlax in that. So Snorlax has the access of high horsepower here. I guess I still need to set up my tailwinds desperately. Looking at the damage from Tapu Fini, I'm sure it's a choice bad one, so I can just use a Thunderbolt onto the Finis here. So it's throwing his Finis, probably Katanas. Nope, it's the Arcanines. Great, no Katanas. But the problem is what his knowledge is going to be. So Thunderbolt should be doing around 75% of damage, not even more. And activating some kind of berries. No, berries here. So we do see some works from the Snorlax. So returns. It's not able to knock down my Tapu Levels. So in this stage I can double onto the Snorlax. So it might activate the berries here. Score. There might be some score burns onto the Snorlax. So I guess that's not a big problem because it's an exhaust fast so that's still at the back. So he might try to preserve his Arcanines by switching out or using a protect. So double onto a Snorlax is kind of a... Yep, but we do see the extreme speeds. Knocking out my Cocos. Right. So it might be a 1-2-3 situation. But oh, I get the lucky burns here. Returns. Not going to knock out my Pelipper's because of the burns. I'm not sure what items he's using, but I'll bring my Celestella's here. So I just use an Earthquake. If his Arcanine is going to stay in the field, it's going to be knocked off. Because looking at the damage, it might be a choice band want. Although I can use a heavy slam onto the Arcanine knot, which secures some good damage. Or even I may protect. No, I may predict his switching. Yes. Now I'll use the Earthquakes here. Earthquakes might ensure that I knock out the Snorlax too. So it's switching out his Arcanine into Tapu Finis. Oh, but his Snorlax has to protect here. That will be quite interesting here. Because it's the last turn of my Tailwinds So Figure Berries is activated. Not, but good news for me here. Is it the last turn? Or is still 1 turn? So I'm not sure what this Tapu Fini is going to do. He might switch in back to the Arcanine. But nobody is going to foresee that it bumps. So I have Earthquake. If he's going to switch in his Arcanine, it's going to be a suicide move. So scores those out first. We use his Seed Bombs connects, so it is able to knock it. Should be able to knock out with his Finis and gain an attack Beast Boost here. Return here. But the problem is, the rain stopped it. And my Celesteela can't take a single Flare Bliss from the Arcanine. If I would recall might not that. So I need to I'm not sure if he knows my set well. He might think that my Celesteela have to protect, so he target onto the Pelipper's here. Because I can my Pelipper's can Tailwinds and Celesteela's protect. I'll try. I just hurry score into the Snorlax and use an Earthquake here. So Flare Bliss recoils definitely. Oh, but my Pelipper goes first. That might be a bad play here. Oh, but it's going to onto the Pelipper. All right. Game. I gain a Beast Boost here, and it's a one-on-one situation. Snorlax only have one thing that can deal with Celesteela is the Wild Charge, but I guess it's not going to have a Wild Charge here. Beast Boost. So return. Chim. Whoa. Wow, that Arcanine is really slow. So my Pelipper is indeed timid ones, although Suica indeed use a modest one, is that. So you can pick either ones, so both one can do similar jobs, I guess. So Quick should be able to finish Snorlax, if not the burns. Thus, so my opponent is for 15s, and I guess this is the end of this episode. So your comments are welcomed and appreciated. So if you like this team, please feel free to leave some comments. And of course, you have some comments on this team. Yeah, do comment. And if you, because actually after the serious ones of the Pokemon Global link here, there are lots of Japanese reports being released at this moment. So if you guys are particularly interested in certain types of teams, please let me know. So I guess this is the end of this episode, and we'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.